Levaslier has been a passion project of mine for the past 6 years.
The devil is a slime, wielding 2 blades the same tone as he. He dons a cloak, red like the blood of his victims. His armor, adamant like his will to fight. Isn't that right? Arkosh Levaslier?
Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from the fear.
Hey what's up survivalists, it's Sheriff TeamWnJ here. Welcome to episode, 46 of the Levaslier Production Diary. I see that Josiah is here and he enters the scene with Watashi ga kita! As weeby as that sounds. Yeah, I heard you won't hang along for long, that's cool. Cyan is also here. No, I just started. I completely, forgot about the stream, so I started it up on, complete... I started preparing everything, 10 minutes ago. In fact, the green screen isn't configured properly, so let me fix that up real quick before it sells away. Hold on. Everyone just saw me give away my green screen. There you go. Okay, perfect. Harry's gonna be a bit late, but Eric is here. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
What's going on?
Not bad.
Yeah. On news for Lev, we finished we finished scene 1 and scene 2, so we're moving on to the 10th page. I've done quite a lot of work while I was gone. Let's jump over to the screen right now. You may also notice that on the top, the subscriber counter is completely wrong. It's ridiculously wrong. Either way, I think the number is somewhere around 3200. I can check right now. But that goal is still up. I know we're a bit behind, because I said we have to get 400 a month, and we've only getting 200 a month. But we're still ahead of the Social Blade prediction. So let me check how many subs I have right now. And by the way, if we don't reach the goal, we have 3170. Okay, so it's missing by 30. If we don't reach the goal, that's fine. We'll just push the goal backwards a little bit. I don't particularly like doing subscriber goals, because that means that all my content is forced to become something to make people subscribe instead of something that I just like watching. So I'm gonna end the goal at the end of July, regardless of whether we make it or not. Anyway, here we are. It's been a long time since we've been to the lake. What's up, Shizuko? Welcome. And I shook myself so badly. Because here's the thing, when we built this lake together, and Shizuko, I don't think you were here, but when we built this lake, I started from the first block here live on the stream, so the entire progress was seen by you guys, right? And I built all of that way back ago on the old computer, the old shitty computer. And then some time has passed and I switched over to the new computer. However, in the process of doing that, I had to transfer all my old files because I was going to give my old computer to my dad. So all the files on the old computer, all the files that I deem necessary, were transferred from the old computer to the new computer. Except today, when I was searching for this world, I was going through my Minecraft saves and the server saves. And there's Creative 1.13, which is the one we're playing on the server. There is Lazuria New, which is the new world that we're making. There is Lazuria Classic, which is the old one. And that was it. And no, there was Die Shield and trees. That's it. Thanks for the loots, Josiah. So those are the only 5 worlds. I'm like, okay, where the hell is Creative 1.12? This one was saved on Creative 1.12. I think I lost Creative 1.12. All the hard work that went into this one, it took us a few months to do it, all gone. So I'm like, shit. I looked around, And somehow, in some file nested deep within some, like, 16 other different files, I found Creative April 2nd. Which was close enough, because April 2nd, I'm pretty sure it was this file. So I checked that out, I'm like, thank God, it's still there. Thank God. We don't have to repeat months of work. Hate it. Hate it when that happens. Anyway, let's, right now I'm in Mindways, so what I can do here is export a world that I have and then turn it into an OBJ file that I can put into Cinema 4D. So, obviously, since I'm turning this into an OBJ, the next few scenes are going to be the lake scenes, which I've been talking about for months and months and months. We've got the first few storyboards drawn for it. I've realized in the previous storyboards that I've drawn, I've made a mistake in that all my pages look exactly the same. So in this version, I've tried to change up the pages a bit, and I've tried to fit more content into each and every page. Because if you notice in the back pages, it's all just big pictures with nothing else on it. So when the actual webcomic comes out, I think you're gonna notice that the first few pages will look the same, and then afterwards it'll be a bit more complex. Coolio. Let's render out the world. Surprisingly, not much has happened over the past week, which is something to say for my life. Let's grab... What are all of these files? What are all of these files? I don't know what any of these files are. Oh! Oh, okay, no, I get it. No, these files are transferred from a different computer. That's fine. That's what I mean. I need to start saving... I don't know why. Does anyone else have the tendency to do this? I always go on about naming your files properly, so then it's easy to find. I name my files way too properly. And so what happens is, if it's like keyboard, for example, I'll have one file named keyboard, but then that file will be inside the folder for technology. So I'll have technology, keyboard, and then I'll have like a folder for every single key there. And then within every single folder that I'll have like more folders. I have too many folders, and so whenever I'm trying to find something, it just takes forever to find. Anyway, now that the terrain file has been selected, I can start exporting this for render. Shizuko says, what happened to the people with the watermelon? Still a waste of food. I peeked out my window this morning, and I discovered that they erected a wall right in front of my window. Because I'm on the 6th floor, I think the construction yard next door has gone up to the 6th floor. So now I can't see anything. It's just a window. It's just like a wall there. Yeah. Zactaz goes, is it time to drink bleach? Not yet. Files here need to be saved to Levaslier Cliff. What's this lake called? You know what? There is a name for this lake, isn't there? Please tell me there's a name for this lake. Hold on a second. Let's check the whole map. That's Violet Lake. That's what it is. Violet Lake. Hope things are more chill today. Eric, has anything interesting been happening to you?
Nope.
Not at all. This week has been going real slow for me. That's what I found. It was yeah, was it the same for you?
Not really. It's just like it's normal. It's like school days, where it's just like, yeah, it's Tuesday, but you know it doesn't feel like Tuesday.
What do you do all day?
Nothing.
Fair. What's going on, Angelo? You're 8 minutes late for once, so you're not 80 minutes late this time, at least. I was, where's Harry? Harry completely forgot about the stream, so he's rushing back right now. So, anyway, I felt like it was shorter, because... Oh, wait, yeah, that's true. There you go. I was it's alright. What I just did was I selected the terrain file, and then I exported the thing for render. Okay, cool. That's all I need to do in Mindways. I'm going back into cinema now. What I was saying was I was at work, and I work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Every other day is a day off for me. And it was Wednesday, and so it's my last day at work. And I'm talking to my coworkers, and everyone's yawning, and everyone's going same. And I go up to my supervisor. I'm like, man, today's been a really long day. And she looks at me. She goes, yeah, I can't believe it's only Tuesday. And we went back to work. And I peeked over at her. I'm like, hold on. And I looked back. I'm like, wait. And she looked at me. I looked at her. I'm like, wait, hold on. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And she goes, yeah, it is Wednesday. Huh, it's been a slow day. If the day's been so slow, we went ahead by one day. Huh, really makes you think. Josiah goes, alrighty, didn't get an answer, but I'm exhausted today. I'll catch you all later. Alright, see you later, Josiah. I think you asked whether I've watched episode 1.5 of Spirits XL yet. No, I haven't. Andrea says, tell me if you're done showing us your face. There you go. Already done that. Alright. We've got the export of the world. Let's drag that in. That's on Cliff. Let's do Lake instead. Nope. So we're gonna drag in Lake Violet OBJ at 100 centimeters. Something that I've noticed while talking about time is that when I was in university, I always thought the time like flew by really fast because I was having a genuinely good time at university. But now that I've graduated, I was walking around home because I live alone, so I was just walking around home for a little while. And I thought to myself, dang, I came back to Australia in April. It's only June. It's only been about 2 months, but it feels like I've been living here for like 3 to 5 months. Whenever, it's just after I'm done from university, everything just went by so slowly. Do you feel that way as well, Eric? Or is it just same over you?
It's the same. For me, it's like when I work, it goes really slow. When
Yeah.
I don't work, it goes really fast.
Yeah.
It's like pretty normal for everyone else.
Maybe it's because I'm used to doing more things than what I'm doing now.
Maybe?
Possibly. Alrighty, let's grab that alpha channel. Angelo says, I bought a keychain titty mouse pad. A what now? Also, what character? Yeah. Andrea is asking the real questions. What character? It's gotta be Kurumi. Where did my files get saved to? It's a really good question.
I'm just gonna say Jushimatsu, but that's end of story.
Zach Taz goes, this is what happens when you oops your soul. What do you mean this is what happened? What happened? Nothing's happened so far. I think we can't be the only people who've had a boring week. I hate it. I try to make things happen in my life now, I've realized. Because if nothing happens in my life, the live streams I don't have anything to talk about during the live streams. Just gotta find the fun things to do. Hold on a second. Are these default textures? Oh, why is it rendering in default textures? Hold on a second. That ain't right. Wait. The fuck? Did I not select the... Okay, hold on. Hang on a second. I'm gonna have to scroll through some files to find this. Give me 1 second. It seems like I completely messed up here. Tile maker, please. Render... I can't let you guys see this because there's too many files that I don't want people seeing. There's spoiler files. Cool, it's rendering. Angelo goes, to be honest, I don't know who the fuck, but I bought it anyway. It costed me like 5 pesos. Dang. Wait, what do you mean a keychain titty mousepad? Is it a keychain or a titty mousepad? Or do you have like a shrunken down version of a titty mousepad for a keychain? Okay, let's try that again. You just sent a picture and sharing? Alright, let me see. It better be safe for work, Angelo. Oh, yeah, it is. It's just a tiny little titty mousepad.
Oh, she's from the character from Bunso Denki something, Machiavellianism.
I don't... Yeah, that just says moms. I have no idea what else that says. I just noticed that I don't even have the chat pulled up in the correct window. Is the Twitch doing anything? No, Twitch isn't doing anything. Okay, cool. What's going on, Desmond? Evening. What's going on to you? You're gonna have to leave soon, but hi. Hey, what's going on? Nothing happened to me this week. A very uneventful week, considering everything else that happens in my life. You guys have anything you want to ask about the intrigues of my life? Or let me think about anything else that's happened in the past I can talk about. I'm sure I've got some fun stories that I haven't shared yet. Zach Taz goes, I think he does not want us to see some of his homework folder. Well, I don't go to university no more, so if there was a homework folder, you'd be sure to be filled with homework. Shizuko says, I found out my wisdom teeth are coming out. I'm gonna end like those people in those videos. Strangely enough, my wisdom tooth has been a pain in the ass as well. Usually my wisdom tooth does this thing where it just goes, hi, I'm your wisdom tooth. And it keeps on pricking me. And it just hurts, but then when I go get it checked, they're like, yeah, your wisdom tooth is there, but it's not doing anything. So I'm like, okay, why does it hurt? And I go, I don't know. And then it stops hurting after 2 days. And then, like, a year passes, and then next year I'll be like, ah, fuck, my wisdom tooth. And my wisdom tooth will be like, hey there, what's going on? That end of story. It just keeps on hurting, and then nothing ever happens. So I go to work just as my wisdom tooth is hurting. And my coworker's like, I'm gonna get my wisdom tooth pulled. I'm scared. Because I don't want to be put to sleep with the anesthetic. Because she's scared of like needles and whatnot. I'm like, well, would you rather be awake for doing that? And she goes, no, but I want to get put out like entirely. I just want to get injected and go to sleep, like completely pass out. But that costs like way expensive. Either way, I remembered a horror story. I didn't tell this to her because I have a sense of politeness. I didn't tell the story to her. I said, I've got a horror story, but I'll tell you after you do your surgery. An MMA fighter. So most of the time, MMA fighters, they're fighting because they can't do anything else. Like, maybe they come from a poor background, and they're only good at martial arts. So maybe they lose their job or whatever, and, you know, you don't want to go in a fight. As cool as MMA is, and as awesome as the techniques are, and as badass as you can be, you don't want to be in a fight, because it's just horrible for your brain. So most of the time, MMA fighters are fighting because they have no other choice. So this MMA fighter, it's a female. She's competing because her family is in a bad financial situation. However, she's quite talented. Her mother died because after she went into a surgery, they put the anesthetic in. So she went completely out cold, completely went to sleep, but she never came back. And that's how she died. And so this MMA fighter, she lost a fight. I don't know how she lost, but she got punched or something. And I think her arm dislocated, and they had to put her arm back. But they wanted to put her to sleep or something. And the fighter said, no, don't put me to sleep, just do it while I'm awake. I'm scared that if I go to sleep, I won't wake up just like my mom. And the doctors were like, no. The chances of that happening, the percentage chance of you going to sleep and not waking up is like 0.002%. It's not going to happen. You'll be fine. And she's like, okay, guys. Okay, whatever. And she puts off her phone. She goes on Instagram and she's like, hey, everyone, I dislocated my arm. I'm going through surgery right now to put it back. And I don't want to get put to sleep because my mom died after she got put to sleep. But the doctor said that it'll be fine, so I'm just going to put this one on them. I'll see you in a bit. She was in a coma for 3 days. She didn't wake up for 3 days. That's scary. That is so scary.
I feel like it's a genetics thing, isn't it?
That's what I feel like it is as well. There must be some sort of genetics are incompatible with the anesthetic. But that is so scary. Could you imagine how bad, how sad the husband / father would be?
Yep.
Holy shit. Andre goes the nudes as well. Yeah. Desmond says, I don't even know the basics. Shame on me. Do you have a day job? I do have a day job. I think it's incredibly important. I talked about this during last stream. Dude, last stream is the most philosophical stream I've ever dumped on anybody. I need to start clipping that. That stream was so good. No, I believe that if you're an artist doing any sort of art in this day and age, if you're just starting out, it's mandatory to have a day job. And you have to work hard in the spare time. Instead of chilling and watching Netflix, you gotta get to work doing art stuff. And that's just the reality of an artist. And that's, you know, some people are gonna be like, ugh, I don't want to do that. Other people are gonna be like, that's great. That's the ideal lifestyle. For me, that's the ideal lifestyle. I love doing this. Zactaz goes, I have gum in my mouth wait, you have gum in your mouth and a chunk of it came out. A chunk of your mouth or a chunk of the gum? Hold on. Or a chunk of your tooth. Desmond goes, your back stunted your growth. Your hand has martial arts centric complications. It's back, by the way. Can you guys see it? It's right there. I finally got the fucking... These right here. I haven't even opened these yet. These are my medical forms to get surgery to finally get the thing out. It's not full-on surgery. You can see it. It's right here. It's back. There you go. See that lump there? That ain't normal. It's not the bone. The bone is on this side. That's where my pinky finger is. That's the bone right there. That is not supposed to be there. That's not a bone. If you're grotesque about groans, it's not a bone. That's just, it's full of liquid. What the doctor said is, again, the cause of this is unknown, but most of the theories stem from repeated damage to the wrist. So where all the, because your wrist is not one bone. You got like a bunch of bones here, and then you've got the 2 bones in your forearm. There's a connect here. Excuse me. And when you damage the connect area, there's a chance that the fluid within that area that connects spews out. And that's what's happening here. So all of that fluid is spewing out and connecting in this one thing. It's called a ganglion cyst, if you want to Google it. Ganglion cyst. It is so annoying. It limits so much mobility. I cannot... It's so damn annoying. Anyway, hand complications. Your wisdom tooth is a health hazard. Your whole body is a medical marvel. Did you know that when I was in Canada, I had this weird ability where, I kid you not, I would get a cut and it would just heal. Like, you could look at it and you could watch it healing. That's how fast my recovery was. And so I remember I was with Rico and I was with Andrea at the same time. Now, Andrea was on a Skype call. Of course, she wasn't here physically. And at one point, I got a paper cut on, like, I think it was the back of my hand or something. And it was, like, right there. And Rico and Andrea, we all looked at it, and we counted about 1 minute, and that paper cut recovered. It's gone. It completely recovered. I can't do that anymore, but I don't know what it was. It was in Canada. It was extremely powerful in Canada. I was so cold in Canada as well, that I could squeeze my hand, and because my skin was so dry, blood would ooze out of the back of my hand, because it was just that dry, it was just ripping my skin open. But I just did that as a party trick, because any blood that spewed out, meaning I got a cut there, all I have to do is just let it go, and then it would just heal by itself. So I just started doing that to troll people. I'm like, hey, look at my hand. And blood would just come out. Heals. All done. Magic. Angelo goes, what the fuck it has to do with something with an allergy or something? Holy. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? Angelo goes, oof, I have to get a day job? Of course you do. Of course you do, yeah. Shizuko says, it's so big, it's the biggest one I've ever seen. Right? It's ridiculous. The worst part about this, right, and also the whole surgery thing, is that you can pop this. And the funny thing is, advice online says put a Bible on it. Specifically a Bible, not any other book. Put a Bible on it, and it'll pop. But if you guys know anything about me, I've told you already, the first time I popped this, I was demonstrating a martial art technique. It's something like a karate chop, where you slam someone with the palm of your hand / your forearm. And I was demonstrating that on myself, and it bursted. That was the first time. In total, this thing has bursted 3 times, and it's come back 4 times. They say you're supposed to leave it alone and it'll go away, and it shouldn't come back more than 2 times. So I've already doubled that. I do think that it's growing in size as well. So the bad thing about this is that even if I get surgery, even if I cut open my hand to remove this sack of shit and throw it away, it could still grow back. And that takes time to, 1, do the operation, 2, it's costly to do the operation, 3, it takes me weeks to recover from the operation. So I don't want to do full-on surgery. What I've discovered is that the more effective method is to jab in a needle and then suck it out. That doesn't guarantee that it'll go away forever. It could still come back. However, the recovery for that is just a little hole, and then if it comes back, you just suck it out again. Interestingly enough, if anyone else has this problem, one of my cousins told me that a way that she solved it was that she installed a chin-up bar, and she was doing a lot of chin-ups because that stretches the muscle here, and it allows a chance for the stuff to go back where it's supposed to go. So that's cool. Also, you gotta do chin-ups, which makes you stronger, and that's a good thing. Zach Daz goes, Dr. Pimple Popper. Could you imagine if the way you got rid of this was squeezing it? Oh, that'd be so gross. Oh, dude, it's so big. Imagine how much would come out of that. Jesus. Desmond goes, I think you may have told someone who told me. Don't remember if Rico told you. Yeah, Rico might. Yeah, I know Rico saw it. And, Andrea saw it. And I've quite a few other people saw it because I was kind of showing everyone. It was a cool ability. I was showing off. Desmond says, yo, there are a few Reddits for odd superpowers you should share. Oh, for sure. No, if I wanted to share it, I would have to have proof of it. And I would love to have proof of it. Because Andrea, do you remember me filming any of it? I don't think so. But it was really cool to watch it happen. I don't know what it was, but it was so cool. Shizuko says, I've never gotten a paper cut. I don't... How? I guess you're just really careful with handling paper. My girlfriend's never got a nosebleed before. Which is completely opposite to me, because... Eric, finally, you can chime in here. Eric and I were in the same class in our first semester. Within one day... I'm pretty sure it was our first day. It was either first day or first week. In the one day we had, I nosebled 3 times, 2 of which I was in the same class with Eric.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Don't know how that happens. It keeps on happening. Yeah.
Well, the only time I nosebleed was when I was a kid. I was playing Pokemon on my Game Boy, and I nosebleed. I don't know why or how, but it just happened. But then, ever since that day, I never nosebleed again.
Huh. Whenever I nosebleed, I've only nosebleed twice from being punched in the nose. I've never broken my nose.
Fair.
But, like, yeah, I got punched in the nose twice. And I get punched in the nose quite a lot, but twice it made me bleed. Most of the time when I nosebleed, it's because I have a dry nose. But I've gotten so used to nosebleeding, because when I wasn't used to it, what would happen is I'd feel something coming down my nose, and I'd feel like I was getting sick or something, and I just sniff it back in, and it'd run down again, and I'd sniff it back in, and at one point it'd drip out, and I'd be so lazy to sniff it back in, I'd just wipe it like that, and then I'd wipe it, and then I'd continue on, and then keep on dripping out, and I'd sniff it, and I'd wipe it again, but then the second time I'd do it, because the blood was already there, as I wipe it past, I could smell it. And I'd smell the blood, and I'll look down and be like, oh, damn, I'm nosebleeding. The worst times that I've ever discovered nosebleeding. The worst time, I was brushing my teeth, and I sneezed while I was nosebleeding. And so, the sink, because the sink is like a bowl, right? I sneezed right into the center, and it went, poof, everything became red, and it started spraying outwards. Leanne Mori says, my favorite animal in Minecraft is a llama. That's cool. I didn't even know they added llamas until recently. But welcome to the Levaslier Production Diary, by the way. This is the behind-the-scenes show where I work on my animated web series, Levaslier. Desmond's got to go to dinner. Probably won't be back in time. Cheers. All right, see you, Desmond. Thanks for joining us. Shizuko goes, Pokemon must have been thick. Which Pokemon is the sexiest Pokemon? It's got to be Gardevoir. I recently started playing Pokemon again. I got a emulator for Pokemon Platinum.
Oh,
Reliving my childhood memories. Rainbow Derp 7 says, you watch too much Hence, buddy. What's Hence?
Hence?
I think that means it's hentai and it's art. Nose period. I heard that you can shove a tampon up your nose to stop nose bleeding. I would not know that because I would not have tampons lying around. I typically roll up a piece of tissue and I shove that in my nose.
It's technically what a tampon is. You just roll tissue and just stuff it up.
Right?
Yeah.
But a tampon is pretty expensive to shove up your nose.
I don't think so. Why would, like, female, and, like, toiletries be expensive when it's a common thing?
That's true. That's true. I don't know. Ladies, are female care products, expensive? Leanne Mori says this is cool. Thank you. I also noticed Rainbow Derp are both staying here. Hey, since you guys are new here, I thought I'd have to do this reminder because, you know, it's typical YouTube practice for me to do so. Everyone does it nowadays. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to stay notified whenever I do these streams or upload new videos to this channel. I do Reddit content, and instead of doing regular Reddit content like everyone else does, I just noticed that someone's on Twitch as well. I'm sorry if I completely ignored you on Twitch there, buddy. What I meant to say there was... Wait, I got cut off because I lost over at Twitch. What was I saying? The fuck? Right, instead of doing regular Reddit content that copyrights other people's stuff, I have my own content to the Reddit stuff, so you won't find it anywhere else. I also do these live streams on Thursdays and Saturdays at the exact same time. While you're down there, if you're going to subscribe and hit that bell, make sure you hit this button as well. That is the like button. Sending likes to YouTube will send likes to me, and then I can get good signals because good signals are good. Yes. Rainbow Derp says, TeamWnJ shoves tampon up his nose, gets ligma. Imagine if that's the way you contract ligma. I almost said lima. Angelo says, greatest mystery to me is what a tampon looks like and the instructions. I don't know. The tampon is just like a cylindrical cotton swab. It's like a big cylinder. And then it has like a tail at the end. Yeah. Let's clear all this up. Cool. This probably saves like 10,000 polygons or so. Reduces lots of lag. Anyway, here we go. Back in the scene. I think what I'm going to do first here is make the water look spectacular. I also noticed that for whatever reason, the alpha channel is not working. Violet Lake 2019 save. Andrea says, I'm actually considering a menstrual cup. I don't know if there's a local brand or something. I have no idea what you girls have to go through. All I know is that it hurts and it makes you act wonky. And I hope that the next one is a comfortable. I don't know what to say.
What's a menstrual cup? I never heard of that.
What is a menstrual cup? That I think from what Andrea said, it looks like a funnel, and you shove the funnel in, and so all the period blood gets stuck in the funnel, and you can just take the funnel out. But when she described it to me like that, I'm thinking a funnel. How does that? How does that fit in the first place? I'm sorry, I ignored Death Manorino on Twitch. I'm sorry I ignored you. He goes, your hand goes 90 degrees. My hand definitely does not go 90 degrees. This hand goes 90. Okay, it can go 90 degrees down. Perfectly fine. This hand goes 90 degrees upwards. Perfectly fine. That's stuck. It's stuck at like a 45. It's getting worse and worse because that thing keeps on obstructing me. It's so annoying. It's getting bigger. Ugh. What's up, Ira? What's going on? Long time no see. Good to see you back again. Shizuko says, solely depends on the brand, the type, and quality. They can cost around $7 to $50. I'm assuming that you wouldn't want to go for the $7 tampon because that could lead to bad results. Zakta says, I'm moving to Peru soon, so I won't be able to I won't be in your streams for a while. That's cool, man. I hope you have a safe trip to Peru. I didn't turn on Alpha Channel, of course. Come back when you have time. I'd love to hear what your situation in Peru is. Zach goes, Julian, you sound like you have no idea what you're talking about. Believe me, I don't. Andre says it's like squishy, like rubber. Yeah, okay, even then, if you squash a funnel, like, okay, if I grab a funnel, right? Let's say that's the top of a funnel. Even if you squish it, I don't understand how you can possibly fit that in. I don't. Like, okay, I don't have my mesh manipulation tools. Where the hell are they? Okay. I don't have any of my tools. I lost my tools. Oh no, they're in here. Okay. even if you, come on, take that and you oh my god, this is horrible. All right, you can squash it like that, right? It'll be like rubber. But then even if you do that, does that fit? Does that fit? That looks really weird. Leanne Mori says, what are you doing? We're setting up our scene so that we can render this in cinema and turn this into our webcomic that we're working on for Levaslier. Since we're not doing a web animation now, webcomic is, you know, it's relatively the same except things don't move. And it'll be a lot easier for us to render. This looks amazing. Yara says, how long time no see. I'm going to call you King. Why are you going to call me King, man? But thank you. I appreciate it. I like Chafe a bit more because Chafe is my actual nickname. Angelo goes, imagine Chafe's ass. You don't gotta imagine Chafe's ass if I show Chafe's ass. Wait, did you mean me or did you mean my character? Andrea says menstrual cups are just more environmentally friendly since they're reusable. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, yeah, cool. I guess. Virus/Plague says, hello. Hey, what's going on, Virus? What's up, Eric?
I still can't get the idea of menstrual cups. It's just,
is there a picture?
I don't want to switch it up.
No. She sent... I think Andrea just sent a picture, no?
Really? You did?
She goes... Yeah, she just sent a picture in hashtag sharing. Yeah, it's exactly what I said. Yeah. It looks like the tip of a condom. Plus an extra tube. I mean, it's a funnel.
Oh.
It's a funnel. Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of is the tornado that we have on our camera sets.
The what now?
The tornado for our camera sets.
What's the tornado?
It's like where you clean the lens or the sensor.
Oh, that you call that a tornado? Oh, okay.
That's what I remember calling it.
Oh, I mean, I'm not I've never touched a camera within my years in SAE, so I call it like the squishy thing. I know my parents. My parents said that you stick that in your nose and you squeeze out a booger with a little pump thing. For people who don't know what we're talking about, imagine an egg, but the egg is made of rubber and there's like a tube sticking out of it. And you squeeze that egg and it sucks or it blows air and you use that to clean the lens on a camera. What my parents said was if you squeeze and then you stick that up your nose and you let go, it'll suck the boogers out. I'm not sure if that's legit or not though. What's going on, Harry? Welcome.
Hey man, sorry, what the hell?
What?
Completely forgot about the live stream.
Well, you're here now, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Virus goes, this is the first time I've heard, someone said, what's up, Virus? So what do you want? Should I call you Plague or should I call you Virus? Because Virus sounds a bit catchy, you know? Like someone having a nickname Virus, that just sounds kind of cool. Ooh, you know what? This might be a good chance for me to flex some new tools here. I'm thinking. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to split the regular water from these flowing water. So let's do that real quick. Angelo. I'm not sure if you know this, and I'm not sure if there's any other animators. Is Cam Tyan? Yeah, Cam Tyan is in here. Okay, Cam Tyan and Angelo. This is gonna be useful for you. A tool that I use to create oceans, is or big bodies of water. So not small bits of water, big bodies of water. Is a tool called Hot 4D. It's a Cinema 4D plugin that is entirely free, and you can make some amazing oceans with it. Not only is it like pre-animated and whatnot, you can also program it to automatically have foam, and so like all the white parts on the waves and whatnot, and it's completely free. It's an amazing tool. Highly recommend you guys grab it. I know YouTube might be able to make use of it. Angelo goes, I've read an article about a woman who left a cup for months. Damn, like what the fuck? Ew.
The most common one is females leaving tampon in there for like weeks.
Yeah, dude, no, okay, this is gonna be gross, alright? Females in here are gonna find this especially gross. I'm a guy, so I don't know too much of this, but if you're ready for some grossness, I heard a story from a porn star. She left a tampon in there, but she went to the shoot anyway, and she forgot about the tampon, and they did the thing. And then afterwards, she forgot about the tampon still, and it took her, like, a day before she found out. And then she took it out, and the mustiness that came out. I think she said that the neighbors had to call the cops or something. It smelled so bad.
Wait. So you're saying she went to work, but she didn't realize, or none of the dudes realized?
Nobody realized. It must have, like, pounded it in or something. I have no idea.
God.
Oh!
Don't go into it.
I'm not going into it. What I just said just now has solidified this show as a not PG-13 show. What am I doing? UP, delete. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I've split the body of water. Now we've got no water here, so I can import some actual water. If you guys are Cinema 4D users and you'd like to do some amazing spanking water for your scenes, I've made a tutorial on how to do Minecraft water and make it look realistic on this channel, so you can go search that up. It's cool. Or you can watch me do it live. That works too. Zach Taz says, it looks like the tip of a baby bottle. It does. It does. Hero's gonna change the the nickname on YouTube. That's cool. Make sure you let me know who you are, so that when you come back, I can still recognize who you are. Angela goes, thankfully, I don't know what period blood smells like. Well, you know how Andrea's gonna be coming over to my place pretty soon, in a few months? We're hoping that she doesn't have her period when she comes over. Because, I'd have to clean it up for her. Let's see, I lost the water. Oh, that's normal. Whoops.
I think you should start counting with her as well.
Start counting? Yeah, I should. Harry, how have things been? Exciting?
Not very.
No? Are you back home?
No. No, I'm in the bus.
I see.
Yep.
Alright, Josiah's gonna change his or her nickname to Kirk. I keep forgetting, man. Did I say Josiah? I meant Era. Okay. Grab a big plane over here. This will be our water surface. I can hide the original water here. Name this original water. And on the new plane, let's go... Hang on a second. I don't need to create a new plane. What am I doing? In the old plane, create a new material. We're going to take off color. We're going to put on reflectance, remove this, add a Beckman to it. Fresnel. This is the step that I forgot in my tutorial. You can add Fresnel. And what Fresnel is it describes the way an object reflects stuff at different angles. And so, like, a cup of water, I know I've got Coke or whatever. You know, like, water is reflective, but only at certain angles. So if you look at water from, like, this angle, it'd be more reflective than if you looked at it from straight down. And that's Fresnel, basically. And different objects have different Fresnels. So if you guys are doing cinema stuff or like, CG stuff, there's information for you. Zach Taz goes, well, this is the perfect way to learn about puberty, and now it is time to find out where babies come from. You reminded me of when we first learned about sex and puberty and whatnot. I was in grade 7, and we had a biology textbook, and I remember on page 22 of our biology textbook, there was a picture of a couple doing the thing. And it'd be like a little secret hidden message within our guys group at school. And be like, hey, flip to page 22 on the science textbook. And we'd flip and we'd be like, oh. And then we'd spread it and we'd be like, hey man, check out page 22. Yeah. And 22 was like the sacred number. Shizuka says, women around that time are scary. I once saw a girl puke and pass out because of it. Ugh.
That's normal.
What were you about to say?
22 is like your 16.5.
It's like our 16.5. It's like the weeb's 16.5. It's like the regular people's 69.
69.
Yeah. Alrighty, we got transparency. We don't need refraction because that's bull. Do we need refraction? Let's hold on a second. I'm trying to see how I can reduce the amount of render time that I have here. Okay, let me put this on. We've got the water in there. Sorry, what'd you say?
Just where, like, what would regular people say if they were trying to say 69, but they don't know it's called 69?
What would regular people say if they were trying to say 69, but they didn't know it was called 69? Okay. How would you describe that?
You describe it like what animals do.
What do animals do?
Like the snake.
Oh, the snakes. What?
Or boars.
What? Snakes do that?
The Ouroboros. It's not 69, but like they grab another. They have. I don't know what they do. It's either they eat each other or it's actually mating.
Huh?
They eat their find a partner, but they eat their own tail, and it kind of like makes a loop.
Oh, ew. Ah, that's weird. What? Oh, okay.
And it's called the Ouroboros something.
Huh. The more you know. If you do jujitsu, you'd call it north-south. To be fair, if you had no context and you said north-south to someone, I think they would understand what you meant. Anyway.
So that would be it. Let's do the north-south.
Let's do the north-south. Yeah. I need to watch my own tutorial because I've completely forgotten how to do this. Let's do a displacement noise map. Let's set the noise to a... What's a good noise? What's a good noise for water? Gaseous? No, turbulence displace looks good. Okay, cool. And then if I render this should be cool. Okay. That doesn't look like the water I want. Did I follow my tutorial? Did I mess my own tutorial up live? It's amazing if I'm able to do such a thing. Shizuko says I'm lost as fuck. Do you mean what I'm doing live? Angela says I call it the Stranger Things. Oh, because upside down? Oh. Let's see. I think it's something to do with this fog that ain't right. No. Okay, I'm gonna mess around with these settings a little bit more because I don't know why I can't recreate the stuff from my own tutorial right now. Oh, god damn it, wrong button, my bad. I keep on doing that and it's so annoying. Angelo says add skybox chafe. Thank you. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I don't have a skybox. Alright, thank you. Right, Andre reminded me of the nudes. That's right. Yeah, okay. So I've got these. When I go to work, I have a bunch of coworkers. For some strange reason, on Wednesday, every single one of my coworkers were females. Harry, by the way, can you mute for a second? Your background's a bit noisy.
Yeah, sorry.
So it was all females, and I had 3 females together, and we're eating lunch in the break room. So it's, imagine a rectangular table where 4 people are sitting. So it's like, you know, exactly where you'd expect 4 people to sit. I'm at the head of the table is our manager, and we're just about finished eating, and we get up to leave, and the supervisor looks at one of the other coworkers. She goes, "So how was your nudes?" And every single other one of us, we all turn and we're like, "What?" And the girl in question, she goes, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" It's like she says it extremely quickly. She goes, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" And the supervisor goes, "How was your nudes?" I was just kind of sitting there like, what type of question is that? What? And she goes, and then, no. The girl in question looks down at what she's eating. She has beef noodles. And she goes, "Oh, the noodles. Oh, that's what you were asking. So that is what you said. Oh." And the other 2 of us were just like, oh. She goes, "Oh, so I thought that's normal? That's a normal thing to ask? I didn't know you guys talked about that." I didn't say anything, but in my mind I was like, is this what girls talk about in their spare time? What's going on here? Did I intrude in the conversation I'm not supposed to be in? Should I answer as well? How was your nudes?
Oh God.
Okay. Skybox, that's right. Okay, cool. Skybox and also lights. I'm going to be extremely lazy and copy in the skybox from the other worlds, because I don't want to bother resetting up the entire environment. Let's not update our TFD. She goes, as my mind went blank there. What do you mean, when someone asks you your nudes? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if someone randomly came up to you and said, "How are your nudes?" Your mind would go blank as well. Alright, let's copy this file over. Don't save this. Paste. Cool, we've got our skybox in. And if we render this, hopefully the water now will look a bit more realistic. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I still feel like it's a bit dark. Maybe something about this isn't right. Maybe it's too reflective. Maybe it's not rough. No, there's no roughness. Is it too reflective? Nope, I am now under the water. Why doesn't this water look right? Maybe the fog could go a bit deeper. That's a bit too deep. Harry. If you're looking at the stream right now, even Eric or like Andre, can anybody tell me why this doesn't look right? What, does it look funky to you as well?
The water?
Yeah.
Funky how?
It doesn't look like water. Like, it looks strange. I don't know how to describe it. It looks strange. Andre says the color? Oh, in the tutorial did I enable color? Is that what it was? Whoops. I'll try turning on color. It might have been color. Cyan says too transparent. So if I... Okay, if it's too transparent, turn the transparency down to something like an 85, maybe? That brings the light blue back. Let's turn that into dark blue. I don't know. I don't think I turned on color channel in the original. I can't tell. Something about this water just doesn't feel right.
Is it too dark or what?
Do you think it looks fine?
It looks fine. It's nothing's wrong. I mean, it looks realistic.
I guess. To me, something feels a bit off. And I can't pinpoint what it is. Ira says, how do you change a nickname? I can't do it. I don't think you can change your nickname. Like a nickname on YouTube? I know you can change your name. But not a nickname. Alright, transparency is too high, says both of you. So let's lower the transparency just a tad bit. Let's say 60? Or maybe that fog is a bit too... Let's move the fog up to 500. Now the fog goes up to there. I want to see if I can turn off refraction as well, because that would save up a lot of render time. No, but if I turn off refraction, it becomes way too fake. Really makes you think. Let's up the texture here while I'm at it.
Maybe 20%.
Sorry, you're chugging. Come again? Whoa, shit.
For transparency.
You completely lagged out on that one. Come again?
It's too dark. Maybe 70%, give or take, in the transparency.
70% on transparency. I don't think changing the transparency has changed anything. I get what... I think I know what you're saying. Because this transparency hasn't changed much. What's really affecting the transparency more is the fog.
Okay.
Also, the displacement is a bit finicky. There you go. Let's grab a better noise profile for our water here. Angelo says, can he say kinky? Yeah, I can say kinky. Next time save your material, says Angelo. That's probably a smart move. You know what else I could do? I mentioned Hot 4D earlier. I could literally copy over a Hot 4D material. That might work. Alright, I'm going to open up a file with the Hot 4D stuff in it. That is one of the laggier files, but it's fine. Zach goes, I'm still on stream. It is just good background sound. What is that? Oh, good background sound. There you go. Ira says, say Kamatayan. I did say Kamatayan. Doesn't Kamatayan mean something in Filipino or something? That's what I remember. I think it was like... Doesn't mean death or something, right? Say Pandasol as well. Never forget that we actually decided to name one of the states Pandasara. Okay, there we go. So with Hot4D, the plugin, we can grab water that looks like that. And that looks spectacular. So, oh god. Let's take our water material. I'm just going to copy the water here. Copy, switch, paste, steal that, and delete this. So what that should do is give me the Hot4D material. Except I don't see much going on. What's going on by... Yo, that's not right. Yo! Oh, damn it! Does anybody know how to get rid of this, like, Cyan thing? I hate it when this happens. I've hit a button. Can someone help me do a quick Google search? How to get rid of Cyan Cross in Cinema 4D. Fucking... What this does is it makes a pinpoint so that every single time I rotate around that center point. Even if I click on there, I'm still rotating around that one point, and it's a pain in the ass. Angelo says, can I say some weeb lines? No, you say those weeb lines. Zach says, can you stream Roblox when you're done? No, I cannot because I don't have a Roblox account, nor have I ever played Roblox before. Nor do I have Roblox installed for that matter. Let me Google this real quick. How to get rid of Cyan Cross Cinema 4D. Has anything interesting happened to anyone in the past few days? At all?
Nice.
It's been a boring week for every single person?
Yep.
Let's see. I don't understand why something so simple as Googling Cyan Cross on Cinema 4D can't have a simple answer. This... come on. Pivot point Blue Cross Cinema 4D. It's some, like, bad button. I think it's, like, B or something, but pressing... none of these buttons solve my problem. It's dumb. Alright, figured it out. For all those who have the issue, simply go to Windows Customization, Customize Commands, then search for Set Pivot Camera, double-click it, and it will undo the blue... okay. So, Windows Customizations, what was it? Customize Commands, Set Pivot... what? Set Camera Pivot. Set Camera Pivot. Double-click that. Okay, thank you. Why is that a thing? Shizuko says, my jaw is kind of busted and I flipped out on another person, so that's a bit of excitement on my part. Wait, what? What? Your jaw is kind of busted and you flipped out on another person. Does that mean that that person hit you in the jaw and got your jaw to wah wah wah? Or what's the relationship between your jaw getting busted and the other person? Also, is it that exciting if your jaw is busted? Zach Guy says, I saw someone slam their head against the wall. I have a reputation for being clumsy as fuck. Especially at work. At one point, I bent down over to get stuff out of my bag. And when I was bending down, I failed to realize how close the wall was to my head. So I slammed the top of my head into the wall. That didn't hurt or anything. I stood back up. Everyone was kind of looking at me. They were like, bro, you alright? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I just had a little stumble. Turns out I hit the boardroom wall. And so everyone in the boardroom comes out, and they're like, yo, what was that noise? I was leaning against the wall, and all of a sudden we had an earthquake. What happened? My bad. Angelo says, Chafe, put your cursor on an object in the viewfinder and press insert. Insert! That's what the button is. That's what makes that blue cross. Thank you. It's insert, yeah. Alright, so the water is in, except it doesn't look right. So why doesn't that look right? because I didn't use Hot 4D properly. Right. Jeez, the amount of burps coming in and out of my system. Oh, damn. Alright, there we go. So now that the Hot 4D is in, we should be seeing better water. Or I hope, at least. Well, it's not that much better. In fact, it's a bit worse. Maybe the original was better. Okay, I'm just going to use the original one. I'm just going to keep working on that. We'll develop a new material. This... If I expand the size of this texture real quick. God damn it. The buttons. Why? Okay. Is that texture changing? I'm upping the size, but it doesn't look like it's changing anything. Oh, it's because it's set to UV map. Right, there you go. That still doesn't look like it changed. Also, Harry, what do you think of the water? Does it look okay to you, or is it...
It also looks a bit meh, especially on the shore.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm missing here. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm missing here. Just doesn't feel right. Okay, from here it looks okay, actually.
Actually, now it looks fine.
Yeah, from this angle it looks fine. It's just whenever I get close, it looks a bit funky. And unfortunately, it will be... Maybe it's the Fresnel fucking with me. Okay, what the hell happened here? I'll disable the Fresnel, and let's see what that does. No, Fresnel has to be there. If it's too reflective, maybe I could lower the reflection down to, say, 20? Kamatine says water looks a bit dark, to be honest. Sure. Let's... Not sure how dark it's supposed to be. That's a bit too bright. Shizuko says, I had an online fight with someone, serious beef between us, and my jaw got busted 2 days after. Angelo goes, did you bite your keyboard? What? Yeah, what the hell? Okay, I guess. When the online fight, when the keyboard typing is so serious, your jaw breaks. Andre says, do you think it's fixable in Photoshop? Even if it is fixable in Photoshop, I'd like to do it in Cinema so that when I turn this into an animation, I don't have to struggle with resetting all the textures again. Kamatine says, posted a work in progress and sharing if you want to see, Chafe. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, this is your animation. Cool. I really like how much power you put into your animations. Do you mind if I show it on the stream, by the way? I'd like to. I'm just figuring out how I'm gonna show this. I guess I could just bring the screen over. Oh, that's terrible. I'm gonna breeze through my own tutorial online. I can't believe I'm doing this. Now let's see. Water, Minecraft, Cinema 4D. Interestingly, I'm not on the top result, meaning I need to optimize this a little bit. Alright, here's my tutorial. Let's see. Oh my god, it's my own face. Hello. Okay, what did I do? So we're going to create our own material, not manipulate. No, I used the existing material, didn't I? I did, so that's the first thing I did wrong. But I fixed it anyway, so it's fine. It's fine, because I know how to get it. No, but the texture... Ah! Okay. I'm onto something. Okay, we'll get rid of this. And we'll reassign it with the original water texture. Which is... Give me a second. Right there. So we're going to put this water texture on. Do this, turn on fog. That was the first thing I did. I turned on fog. And Joseph gets copyright owned by own channel. Imagine if. Thank God I'm not partnered with an MCN, otherwise I would. So I turned on fog, and then what did I do? I turned it into a dark blue. So I went like that. Almost. Yep, okay. That's the first thing I did. And then I disabled the color channel. I turned on transparency. And I set the refraction index to water. Turned on reflectance. Removed that one. Added Beckman. I didn't set for now, but I'm going to do so anyway because for now is important. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, that's about right. I used bump instead of displacement, probably because it lags a bit less. Noise. Followed by... I set my noise to turbulence. That's what I did. So turbulence down here. And I changed the scale to fit. Problem is, right now it's doing the box thing. Because if you take a look at the textures, you can see each individual texture is doing the box. Okay, and it's also way too big. So to fix that, I up the scale to 1,000. Yeah, kind of does. Okay, fog needs to go up to 500. Yeah, that's what I did. I did the exact same things that I did before. So I did remember my own tutorial. But does this water look better? Also, Kamatine says I can show the animation. Okay, let me show you guys what Kamatine did. This is what he just sent on Discord right here. It's a little the guy dying work in progress. But no, I really like how you use anticipation. Like, just you use the laws of animation so well. So he comes in, and you can see him drawing his sword back like that, and that's really good for anticipation because it shows exactly, you know, the power behind everything. Cutting right down. Great use of a pause right here to show that the sword has indeed been stuck in. Pulled back with a lot of exaggeration. I just love the way you've animated that. It's so good. It's not just smooth in a way that everything works. It's smooth in a way that you can still feel the power. Because whenever people think of smooth, if I say draw a smooth line, you're never going to draw like a very straight, sharp angle. You know, it's always going to be smooth shaped lines. But when we're talking about smooth animation, it's not just everything flowing. It's got to have power and emphasis in certain parts. And you show that perfectly. Like, there's power there. There's power there and there. It's perfect. Great job. Great job. I love it. Okay. Completely missed out on what I've rendered. Gonna up the bump strength a little bit more.
Go jump back in, but
What'd you say? He's completely lagging out.
Yep. Back in, but join.
Wait, what? What'd he say? Heard yoink.
Joining. Joining back
Joining back in a bit.
in a bit.
Huh. This looks a bit better? Something just don't sit right here. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, goddamn it, I hate render. Angelo says, let's all work together to make a 1-minute animation. That sounds perfect. That sounds like a great thing to do. Because you get a whole bunch of people to collaborate on one thing. That sounds like a really good idea, man. Let's set this to exterior preview. I hate global illumination, I know that. But, just testing out what happens. We're going to turn on glow as well. We'll set that to 2 and 5% respectively. God damn it. It's every single time I hit the 2 key, it switches the screen. Save and render. Okay. Well, everything looks a bit better now. Everything looks really nice now. It's just the water is still funky. The water is really pissing me off. Shizuko says, that's an MAP. Multi-animator project. There you go. I got it. Have any of you guys heard of MEPs? Because I loved watching and I love making those. A multi-editor project. And my favorite ones, I think it's usually associated with anime. But people usually take clips from anime and they edit it to a beat of a song. And you get a whole bunch of different animators to do it together. But you'd take a clip and you'd like slow it down or something and add a Twixtor to it. So it goes super slow motion, maybe like 200 FPS slow motion. And then you would add some text flying in as the music plays and you flip the screen around and whatnot. It's really cool stuff. We've got a light. Hold on, where is that light pointing? Oh, okay. That light is pointing in the complete opposite direction than where I want it to point. There. That's better. I also noticed there's no sun in my scene. Like, there's no visible sun in the scene. When, like, if you're gonna look at the reflection of the water, it should probably reflect the sun. Let's take a look at this again. I think it's maybe when I go for a close-up that things start shattering. Because from here, everything looks halfway decent. Water is still a bit... The deformations on the water is a bit bad. Because you can tell that everything is like a chunk. Excuse me. Why? Why can I tell where the lines are in between every water? Because that's not what happened in the tutorial. Tile? Oh. Did that fix it? Well, now I've just got a single block of water here. What? Yo, what is going on? What? What? This is a unique problem. Okay. Man, I have no idea what's going on here. It's horrible.
Hello.
Hello, welcome home.
Thank you.
As you can see, I'm still struggling with the fucking water.
By the way, does the water have reflection?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
The reflection looks good. Like, take a look at this.
Yeah, okay.
The
Yeah, gonna...
I don't know if it's the color or if it's something else.
Actually,
I know
no,
the-
it looks great.
That looks great.
Yeah. it
Okay.
looks
It's missing
fine.
the, like, water
UV
movement
map.
textures.
Angelo says maybe it's set to UV map.
It-
Because
You're right.
Angelo... Thank you.
Well, I mean, I had it on cubic earlier. And then I changed it to UV map just to test, and it didn't really change much. Well, now it does. Okay, that solved the that solved the cubic problem. Yeah, because I set it to cubic most of the time. We've got the noise in. That's a good sign. Let's set the noise back to turbulence, because that's a better noise. It's noise, but better. Let's see how that works. So, Harry, you think the water looks fine?
Let's see.
Ignore the little bit of the river. I will do that later.
Yeah, waiting. Yeah, I think now it looks fine. Yeah,
Okay,
looks a lot better.
cool.
You just have to fix up the little river,
Yeah, exactly.
and that'll be about it. Yeah.
I'm not sure how well it will last in a close-up. That's what I'm worried about. From a distance, anything can look fine, just because you can't really see the details too much. When you
Yeah.
get up into it, how does this look?
Mm.
I went up for a close-up. I think that looks fine,
okay.
actually. That looks pretty cool.
Waiting for the
Yeah.
Waiting for the stream to load. Yeah.
Noise is better because it's noise. Noise. Zacta says, how does Streamlabs work? Search up a tutorial by Nick Nimmin. He's a really cool guy. I'm part of his group. He makes a Streamlabs tutorial. Nick Nimmin. That's the person. I would make my own tutorial, but again, I like making tutorials where I can add extra value, and I don't do anything in Streamlabs that nobody else does. So, I don't see a point in me doing it.
The close-up looks fine.
Close-up looks fine? Yeah, I agree. That looks kind of cool.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah.
The shadows on... The light isn't actually producing as many shadows as I would like, which is weird. Okay, now I can see shadows live. Dang, loud. I guess that's fine. The cliff looks good. Yep. Harry, you weren't in earlier.
Yeah.
I almost deleted the entire world. The entire lake
Yeah,
world.
I was about to ask, what happened?
So you know how we built everything on the old computer?
Yeah.
You know how I got a new computer?
Yeah.
You know how there was a file transfer? Yeah. I luckily found, I was looking for server 1.12, because that's what we called it.
Right.
We lost server 1.12. Fortunately, I found creative backup, April 12, 2019. That's the one. Fortunately.
We backed it up.
My fucking big breath when I loaded that into the new world and it worked. Sorry, when I loaded that into Mindways and it worked. Angela says, by the way, how did you have a transparent background video in the press like? Oh, that... What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Do you mean how did I render it, or? Yeah, I'm not really sure what you mean there, mate.
Wait a fucking second.
What now?
Is the Aether world alongside that?
No, I have the Aether world.
Okay, great. Okay.
To be fair, I don't care if we lose the Aether world. That's not that important.
It's not that important. It'd be nice though to keep it.
Yeah.
Just because we can go back to it and fuck around.
I'm looking
we can
forward
do
to
Levaslier.
when Aether 2.0 gets released, and we can head into that.
True.
To be fair, we won't be using the same world,
Yeah.
which is
It'd
fine.
be nice if we do.
No, I mean I don't really like our world in the Aether. I like the survival part of it. I like the overworld. We had a really nice house. I love the way
I
that
know.
worked.
That's the part. That's the part I like.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
Turn on. We don't need fog on this. Okay. The real question now is this river. What do we want to do about this river? Should we leave it as blocky river, or should I figure out a way to make it look liquidy? Excuse me.
Maybe find a way to make it look liquidy.
Liquidy? That's what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah.
So let's see. Right now, this is what we have.
If we keep it blocky, we might as well keep like the Minecraft textures, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I like how some things we have aren't blocky, but other things are. Like I really like the way
Right.
those two work together.
Right.
Okay, save and render. Zactaz says, Chafe, if you have a single player Minecraft world, can you invite someone from across the world to join it? And if so, how do you do it? Not with open to LAN. You can start up your own server. So you can start up your own private server. That's what we're doing for the TeamWnJ server. Basically, the only difference between a private server and a public server is that a public server, you have to do something called port forwarding. And in a private server, you don't. However, if you're starting a private server and you want someone from across the world to join it, you and that person both have to have Hamachi. Log me in Hamachi. What that will allow you to do is play LAN games through the internet. Not all LAN games, but quite a few of them. And it's not as simple as going to your game, opening to LAN, and having someone connect. You do have to start up a full-on server with that. If you don't know how to start up a server, I haven't done it in a long-ass time, but I'm pretty sure you download the server.jar or whatever. So you need a .jar that will run the server. And then you need a text file that will tell how the server will run, and that's basically all you need. So you can look up how to start a Minecraft server like that. And to get your world from the from your single player into the server, you have to be able to find your Minecraft folder. That's as simple as let me grab run real quick. Whoops, run. That's just going into use Windows R to pop up this dialog box. Go %appdata %. Go to .minecraft. Save .minecraft in quick access, so it'll be easier to access. In here, find the saves file, and here are all your single player saves. Just copy one of these into the server file, and then name it world. Remember to name it world, and that's how you get it to work. Angelo says, okay, how did you manage to upload to OBS/Streamlabs to have a transparent video? Because videos don't have alpha channels, right? Depends on what your render format is. If you're using H.264, which is the typical format, that's MP4, no, you will not have transparent video. However, if you use QuickTime, you will have transparency. So that's .mov. And it's not just any .mov, not any QuickTime. You have to specify when you're exporting your video from either After Effects or Premiere, because I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can do QuickTime here. No, you can't. You have to specify when you're rendering. To render using the QuickTime encoder, check RGB plus alpha. Zactaz goes, how do you start a server? I just said you that. Zactaz goes, but don't you need to buy a server? No, you don't. When you buy a server, quote unquote, what you're buying is, first of all, you're paying the people running the server to keep the server alive. So you're paying for their computer and the whole server system to not burn up in a fire. The second thing you're paying for is the well, it depends if it comes with a package. The second thing you're paying for is, what do you call it? The domain name. So instead of connecting to 192.168.4.5 or whatever, you're connecting to TeamWnJ.com. That domain name costs money because once you own the domain name, you can then make a website for it. So you can go TeamWnJ.com, and you can also go like Julian Choi at TeamWnJ.com for an email. Zakdaz goes, does Hamachi work on a Mac? It does indeed. Only thing is that you have to make sure both people have it. Angelo goes, hold on, really? I didn't know MOV has transparent backgrounds. How have you been doing video stuff if you didn't know that? No, they definitely do. They definitely do. It's incredibly useful when you're downloading stock footage as well, particularly certain stock footages, like stock elements. So, sometimes when I do gunshots, some of my elements are just drag and drop because they don't have that black behind them. So if I have a gun, all I have to do is drag the muzzle flash on. I don't have to set the screen. I don't have to do anything. It just works. It just works. Alright, let's try to make this a bit more liquidy. We're going to use a sub D surface on this station. What is stationary water bubble column? Can somebody tell me what that is? Stationary water bubble column. Huh? Is that a 1.13 thing? A bubble column? I don't see it anywhere. There are 38 polygons. Wait, over here. Okay. There's something called a bubble column.
Ooh.
I don't see it. They're invisible. It says they're right there. Huh. Well, delete. Angelo says, I call it black magic, but I'll call it magic instead if you get it. What do you mean? You mean black magic as in the company that makes, Da Vinci? Fuck Da Vinci. I still hold a grudge against it. I still do. Zach's just gonna book an appointment and figure out how to start a private server. I'm pretty sure you can do that yourself just by looking online. Because that's pretty basic to do, and the tutorials online are pretty easy. That, or I should make my own tutorial on how to do it. Okay, Harry, I made an attempt to make the water more liquidy, but it could come out pretty hilarious, so let's see.
Okay.
It turned into a bunch of mantau. However, it did make it more liquidy. How do you translate mantau from Cantonese into English?
I think
That's
just...
not slow head. That's the direct translation, slow head.
I think that's just a bun, right?
Yeah, but
A bun? Is that it?
Yeah. I think
What? Could I Google slow head bun? See what that pops up with? No. It doesn't show anything. I typed in bun, and my Google autocomplete, it says, here, we're gonna fill in the blank. We're gonna say bunkum.
Bunko. Chinese steamed buns.
There you go, Chinese steamed buns. That's mantau, but the translation means slow head.
Yeah.
Angelo goes, damn, you didn't get the joke. It's black. It's transparent. Well, because I know black ain't transparent. Zach says, I'm retarded. You're retarded. And every tutorial is 30 minutes plus on YouTube. Maybe it's time for me to make a tutorial that's a bit shorter. Whoops, I fucked up. UO, cool, subdivide surface.
What peach buns?
Peach buns are the,
Sabao?
Yes. I love those.
Oh.
I just showed Andre some of those. Apparently peach buns are also called lotus buns. I called them in Chinese. I called them ass buns because they look like butt cheeks. They really do. You can't deny
I
that.
do get your... Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Sifat bao.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what you call them. I just said ass buns
Nope.
in Cantonese.
Nope. That's not.
I love eating ass. Okay, so, I'm not sure how many of you guys know what a lotus bun is, but, imagine, I could just pull up a picture. Hold on. Lotus bun. Here you go. Some of you guys might have seen this before, maybe not. Okay, not a lotus bun. Peach bun. Yeah, here, perfect. So these ones, we call them ass buns in Cantonese. It's just like a little nickname. Yeah, in here, you get this sort of, I don't know, what do you call the stuff inside? Custard? Is that right?
It's either custard or,
The brown stuff.
yeah.
Either way, take a look at this, right? We poked a hole using a chopstick at the bottom end of the peach, and we squeezed out a little bit of the stuff. We licked it up. Yum. Yum.
Man, that's like chestnuts.
Two
What now?
buns, 1 cup.
Two. You mean 2 buns, 1 cup?
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, like, it looks like melted chestnut.
It does.
Or, yeah.
But you know what else looks like melted chestnut? I'm not gonna get demonetized today, so I'm not gonna say it. See the cocoa dot ew.
Ew.
Ooh, damn, something went wrong there.
Do you eat the custard one or the other one?
What's in the other one? Custard's the yellow stuff, right?
I'm not sure what linyong is called in English.
You're right. I eat that one. I don't know what that's called either. Eric, do you have any idea? Binyong.
Nope. Like, anytime, like, our family goes to Untitled, it's like, when we're ordering, like, sweet buns or, like, anything sweet, I have no idea what the insides are. It's just,
You just
it's
eat
either
it.
yellow or brown.
Yeah.
But 烧包 or...
Yeah. Angelo says, damn, Chafe is eating ass since he was a kid. Zach goes, hey Chafe, me and my friend are starting to do streams together. What kind of tips on what equipment should I get? Well, what a coincidence. Angelo is also planning to be, start uploading stuff. Okay. Well, first of all, audio quality matters more than video quality. That doesn't mean that you can let your video quality be a piece of doo-doo, but it means that your audio should always be more important. You should always invest in getting a better mic than getting a better camera. The mic that I use and the mic that most YouTubers use is the Blue Snowball Ice. That's this guy right here. It's a very good quality mic. It's much better quality than your built-in mic, and it's also very budget friendly. It's not expensive. For the stand that I use, most people use the exact same stand as well. You're going to notice this exact stand in many people's videos. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I think Angelo might be able to help you here. Because I think Angelo, you and we have the same thing. I've got a green screen behind me. So that's all for sound. For video, if you're going to be showing yourself like I'm showing me, it's good to, instead of investing in a good camera, it might actually be a good idea to invest in good lights, because if you light yourself properly, you're going to look a lot better on camera. It's especially important for me because I've got a green screen in the back. If you're going to be using a green screen, very important to light the green screen. So don't just get a green screen without getting lights. You have to 100% get good lights. The green screen that I use, I don't know the brand of it, but any green screen should work for you. The lights that I recommend are these ones right here. So it's going to completely blow out the screen right here. These are LED lights from God Ox. God Ox LED P120C. That's the entire code name for it. I've got 2 of these guys. I've got one over here, one over here. But again, even if you're not using a green screen, lights are extremely important. If I turn the lights off, you're going to instantly see my image quality break. So, oops, not starting soon. We've already started. So right over here, look at this side. On my face here, everything is lit. The second I turn this off, you're going to start seeing noise everywhere in the image. So also that helps me pop out a lot more from the background. So lights, get those. Very underrated. The camera that I use is a webcam. It's the Logitech C925E. It's a professional quality webcam that streams 1080p at 60 frames per second. I don't care about the frames per second as much as I do the actual quality. And if I have to be stuck at 30 FPS, but I can do 1080p, I would rather take that.
And if you're getting lights, learn about 3-point lighting. It could save your ass.
Thank you. Yes, learn about 3-point lighting. Right now, I'm using 3-point lighting, actually. A small detail that you might have noticed. Let me switch back to my camera real quick. Here's a small detail you might have noticed. Everyone knows that the set behind me is done in CG. However, something that really helps sell this is, first of all, if you look at this side where the watch Levaslier is, you're going to notice a big yellow light. In real life, I have a big yellow light pointed towards me. That's the first light right here, and it's hitting me this way. This is one of the fill lights. Right? It's either a fill light or a backlight. If you know the terminology, that's what it is. On this side, you're going to notice, if the chat was gone, you're going to notice that there's a white or a blue light here. And so when you have orange and blue clashing, it neutralizes right in the middle, and also just helps the image pop a little bit more. So I've got a blue light on this side. In front of me, that's the key light. That's what's illuminating my face the most, and it's getting rid of all the shadows in my face. That's a pure white light. So I have all these 3 lights from 3 different points pointing at me. Also, I have the room light. That's just the sky. That's to help the green screen. So when you're doing, so 3-point lighting is extremely important. If you have a green screen, it's even more important. Angelo goes, a random question, is Xiao Pao and Xiao Mai relevant in your country? Xiao Mai is, I believe Xiao Mai comes from China or Hong Kong, right? Am I right?
Xiao Pao?
I don't know what
so.
Xiao Pao is. Harry, do the
Xiao
honors and
Pao.
Google that.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, what?
It's a Philippine version of char siu bao.
Ah, it's a pork bun then. There you go.
It's a Philippine.
Yeah, it is the Filipino
yeah.
version of the Cantonese steam bun. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Steamed pork bun.
Yeah. I mean, that's what most people think when they think of a Hong Kong steam bun.
Yeah. Char siu bao.
Yeah. Maybe I'll add a little bit of fog to this guy.
There's way too much steamed bun in Hong Kong, honestly.
No, it's a Hong Kong thing. It's a Hong Kong tradition thing.
Yeah, I know.
Zach says, I'm most likely not going to be showing my face because I'm going to be going to school where they're not cool with kids being YouTubers. All right, cool. Fair. Okay, if you're going to be streaming, editing isn't that important. But if you're going to be recording, editing is extremely important as well. Angelo goes, I was about to ask him earlier if Chowking is relevant to them. What's Chowking? That sounds like a typo of choking. Angelo says Siomai, not Xiaomai. That's how we pronounce it. I mean, I don't know how to pronounce a Filipino word. In Cantonese, it's Siomai. So, I guess the Sio is like Siu, just read fast.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you were to ask me how I'd spell it S-E-W.
Siu mai. Yeah. Precisely. Siu.
No, I thought it would be SIU.
Or S-I-U, either way. Yeah, both of those work.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if we're talking about like conventional English,
Yeah,
words
conventional
that
English.
sound closest.
It's just when you write
yeah,
S-E-W,
fair
some people read that as so.
What the hell?
Because that's how you sew something together.
Yeah.
But That's SOW.
No,
What?
SOW isn't a word.
Is it not?
No. Sow is to plant a seed.
Fair enough.
Shizuko says, whenever I hear bun, I think bread. Well, that's exactly what it is. What? It's like whenever I think of drinks, I think of water. Angelo says, see you later. Okay. Shizuko goes, I'm too chicken to post anything on YouTube. Fair enough. Posting stuff on YouTube is... It's very difficult to become a YouTuber. I know a lot of people post onto YouTube without having the idea of becoming a YouTuber, but whenever you publish something online, you're bound to get some sort of hate, and most people aren't prepared for that. Or they have some sort of bad reaction to it that's just not advised. This
Bad
water...
reaction.
What now?
I take it all in.
Yeah. The way to deal with hate is just ignore it. Angelo goes, the Siu in Siomai for us is pronounced as show. Well, yeah, that's because you take a word from a different country and you pronounce it. You're going to pronounce it weirdly. Angelo goes, so is a word, Lamau. Siu is the threading of the cloth. Yeah, exactly. See, I read it as Siu because that's the way it's written. But it's read, It's read as so. Fucking English, man. See, that's exactly what I mean. This is fucking English stealing words from other countries.
So what?
What is the word origin of the word so? As an SEW. Siu word origin. I'm gonna read it as fucking Siu because that's exactly what it says. I didn't type anything. Okay. The word so / Siu comes from Germanic. The original word is unknown. However, it goes into Old English, and in Old English it is Siwan. And somehow Siwan turned into quote unquote so.
Fucking.
Who the hell? In the word Siwan, there's not even an E or an O. How the hell does it become Siu pronounced so? Come on. Or how is Siwan pronounced? Don't tell me Siwan is pronounced like Jeff. The fuck?
No, it'll go like Sowun.
Sowun. Sawen.
Cyan.
Zacta says, I'm gonna go get a computer, what should I get? You should get the computer that I recently bought. It's the Lenovo Legion Y520. That's pretty cool. Water, how does the water... Sorry, Harry, how does the water look?
Looks fine, right? Wait, oh.
The flowing bit, the flowing bit. I see a little strange thing
too clear.
there. What now?
A bit too clear.
I agree. Right, because it's moving. It should have a little bit of foam or Yeah, I agree. How should we do this? How would I make this look less clear? Maybe I should add an ambient occlusion and then set that to white. So then on all the edges, it will look a bit whiter. So ambient occlusion, white on, oh shit, white on black. 60 ray, 32 25 accuracy. Whoops, you're seeing my face. Whoops, you're seeing nothing. My bad. Alright, let's see how this looks. Shizuko says you could make it a dead lake. Well, it's not a dead lake, that's the thing. Angelo says, Chafe, remember... Do you know that way? Is that another character we can make? Do you know that way? Zach goes, are you coming to general after this? I'm not coming to general. There's not enough people today. I'll turn on luminance, actually. Copy, paste. Huh, that didn't work. Okay, we'll not do that. Maybe I'll turn on the color channel and then set it to white. And then lower the transparency, so then there's a bit of whiteness shining through. Maybe that'll help. Jesus Christ, what the hell?
What?
What happened there?
What?
It became God water. Angelo goes, after getting a new mic, y'all want to VR chat sometimes? Sure, but doesn't VR chat require a VR headset? Or can you play VR chat without a VR headset? I mean, it's not really that big of a problem for me, because I can set up my VR headset. I've got the, oh, fuck. Sorry. I've got the phone version where you can just pop that in, like the phone into there. But I can connect that to my computer, and I can connect that into VR chat as well. What? Oh, on chat goes, milk! Ooh! He needs some milk!
Milk!
I keep on laughing at the, oh! It's like in the 21st century. Whenever something bad happens and we see it, I don't know why the reaction is always, oh! Instead of anything else.
Either O, oof, or F.
Yeah. But you know, like in the old days, when someone gets injured, they'll be like, ow, or oh no, or oh, that's bad. We've just simplified that to ooh.
Yeah. It's like we decided to abandon autistic screaming and just go, ooh.
Shizuko says, the power of milk compels you. Hope I don't offend anyone. Why would that offend anyone? Angelo goes, VR chat doesn't need a VR set. Also, if you use Trinus on your phone, isn't it nauseous?
Wait, did you just read Power of Milk?
Yeah.
Power of Christ.
What do you mean? The power of Christ versus the power of milk? What do you mean?
No.
Power of milk wins because it has strong bones.
Shizuko Rose says Power of Christ compels you. Not milk.
Oh, fuck! well, I have the power of milk, and I've got stronger bones, so it's fine. Angelo goes, oh, no, I read that. Yeah, no, Trinus. Trinus is nauseous if your phone is shit. My phone is shit. It overheats very quickly, so if you want good phone VR, what you need is a high resolution, so around 2K to 4K resolution. 1080p is okay, but you could go higher. And you want 60 FPS. What's the most important thing in VR is having a high frame rate, because if it doesn't and you turn, oh, that's gonna kill you. So no, I can run it for a few minutes. But after that, I can't go into VR anymore because I'll just chug way too much. The resolution shatters and also the frame shatters. Angelo goes, I like how you can react different things with one word. Oof, ooh, O, and F. I found a different way to write oof. Instead of writing OOF, you can write that, what I just wrote in the chat. A small O and a capital F. Oof!
That works.
Well, technically that's like off. Off.
Yep.
Maybe I should set a texture for this transparency channel, like a noise. And then transparency? No, turbulence. Guys, I'm just trying to make this texture work, and I have no idea if this will actually work or not. Angelo goes, oof! Zach Daz goes, f-fo! Could you imagine f-fo? What? Hey, Angelo, do you know how you can set a texture on a transparency? I've got an idea, but it's a pretty hassly idea that I don't necessarily want to do. I'll do it, but yeah, I'll do it. Fine, I'll do it. Okay. Unless you've got something. If you've got something, let me know. But what I'm gonna do is the most hassly thing ever, and it's advanced. But if I explain it, people who want to understand it might understand it. Okay, so I've got to add little white specks because I want to add like foam and whatnot. I'm gonna select this. This is a subdivision surface. I can select the polygons of the subdivision surface. Yeah, or not. I can't. I can select select the polygons of the original one. But I do want to subdivide this. So I'm going to subdivide this first. Sub D. That will give me more polygons to work with. And I'm going to hold on, I'm going to back up. I'm going to save first. I'm going to subdivide it 3 times. That will give me a lot of polygons to work with. The original... the subdivision surface does change a little bit. So I want to... Because I want this to be as smooth as possible, and the subdivision surface gets kind of ruined like that. Okay, maybe I'll undo all those subdivides. I'll leave it as is. But what I wanted to do was use Vertex Map for it. Angelo's transparency is gonna act like white is transparent, black is opaque. It's like the alpha, but for transparency. True. Yeah, what I was gonna do is use a vertex map and then link that into luminance. So, just a quick description, if anyone wants to know the idea, is each square here is a polygon, but all of the lines in between, that's a vertex. And what I can do is set each vertex to have a value of 0 to 100. And I can set the luminance channel in my material here. I can say, use the vertex map to determine where to put the texture. And everywhere where vertex says 100, put white. And everywhere that the vertex says 0, put nothing. But the problem here is that we don't have enough vertexes to work with. Because each individual vertex, so if I say this vertex right here where my mouse is going to be white, that white texture is going to go from here all the way down to there. So these 2 blocks will be white. And that doesn't look right. That looks like there's a problem there. Andrea's going to go dinner, and it's also 12 now. Okay, thank you, Andrea. Have a nice dinner.
2 minutes, by the way.
Yep, got it. So since the vertex thing isn't gonna work, it ain't gonna work. Unless there's another way. I've got another way. I'll create a new material. I'll set the color to white. So this will be white by default, and I'll turn on an alpha. And in the alpha, I'll use a noise. And I'll up the scale of this noise and up the contrast of the noise as well. So what this is doing is it's creating a texture like that. That I can drop on top of the moving water. And I can set this to a cubic display. And that should work. So we're looking at it. It looks like it's being tiled right now, which is not what I want to do. So let's untile it. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's not up the scale then. Let's keep it at 100. And then let's up the scale in here. There we go. Zacta quoted me for saying each square is a polygon. That's true. A square is a polygon. Matter of fact, every shape is a polygon. It seems like I've turned this into something else, and I don't know what that is. Angelo goes, you know, subdivision reformer smooths out by adding polygons between the polygons, subdividing them, and making smaller curves. Also, just raise the number of the subdivision deformer. I remember it was hypernerbs, but whatever. Same thing, hypernerbs and subdivision surface. I call it a hypernerbs as well, but I mean, it's the name changed. Alrighty, it's been 2 hours. We can end the stream now. I'm gonna figure out what the fuck is going on with this thing by myself, and hopefully by Saturday, where we'll be streaming next, I will have something cool to show. It is not starting soon. It is ending soon. Okay. With that being said and done, I hope if there's anyone new watching the stream right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon to stay notified whenever I go live or upload a new video. And while you're down there, if you have not done so already, make sure you smack that like button because that sends good signals to YouTube. With that said and done, I'll be ending the stream here, and I'll see you all on Saturday. Cheers!